Roll back. How's everyone feeling? All right. All right. Nasat Khaf Rayay, student teacher of the master teacher, Partner Babianan, and today's reading is called The All of All. The All of All. Number 1. I, Partner Babianan, have these words for you, my beloved children, jewels of my heart, Nuwaupians of Wu-Nuwaup. Our reason for coming back to this planet is to recover our seed on old Mother Earth, the blue water planet, our long lost yet not forgotten offspring. 2. Now please let me depart to you that which is about you. You are 24% the black matter of the 100% of this one universe, expanding of the 76% of black energy. 3. You are the carbon of life, the black coal, atomic number C6. 6 is physical. 6 in physical. You are the atomic number H1, hydrogen, that heated up to become the atomic number He, helium. You are the atomic number 7, nitrogen. You are the atomic number 8, oxygen. 4. These are and were the original elements needed for this form of life, and they, as H1, H2, C6, N7, O8 equals 1 plus 2 plus 6 plus 7 plus 8 equals 24 for the planet Earth and the 24 genome. 5. These 5 elements have their physical base in the black carbon element. Black is the all of all. Born in triple darkness, out of the black hole, black matter, 24%, black energy, 76%. To birth this one universe of the omniverse, one of the multiverse. 7. The all of all. 8. The all is infinite. 9. All transcends space, matter, as well as time. 10. Nuwaupians, this does not mean all is not part or separated from space, material, in which you live and reside. 11. All is present every moment, and a moment is before a second. You have 60 minutes, or Latin minor, less, in 1 hour, Greek, horta, and you have 60 seconds, Latin, sequi, follow, in 1 minute, and you have 60 moments, Latin, movement, 1 second, on to now, Old English, new, at the present time, Old English, tima, duration. 13. There is no future, for when you move into it, it becomes now. Right now is the only real time. 14. When is in the past as when that happened, or what is to come as when that happened. 15. So in actual fact, the same for then is in the past, then as back then, and what is to come as then when that time comes. 16. So only true existence is now, which is in between when and when, now and now. 17. The is something, anything. So we are the all of all. Or all is I am, who I am, and became what I became. 18. All is present, even before the first moment of time. 19. All is omnipresent. All is not and cannot ever be absent. It must be a think to be absent. The. 20. To be absent is to have moved from one point to another. 21. Transcendence does not mean, however, that all is not present in space. Space is present in all. 22. All is not limited to or by space, time, and or matter, even the wide open space, vacuum of the multiverses, or galactic, and those that make the claim that they're God, deity, by whichever attribute, title, name, in whichever language, dialect, or tongue. 23. When in the Bible and the Quran, those who claim to obey these books need to acknowledge what they claim when they in fact state God, deity, is in heaven or in the heavens above, or their supreme beings sit on his throne. 1 Kings 22:19. Micaiah continued, therefore hear the words of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, with all the multitudes of heaven standing around him, on his right and on his left. 2 Chronicles 18:18. Therefore hear the words of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne, and all the hosts of heaven standing on his right and on his left. Psalms 11:4. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord is on his heavenly throne. He observes everyone on earth. His eyes examine them. Acts 2:30. But he was a prophet and knew that God had promised him an oath that he would place one of his descendants on his throne. Hebrew 12:2. Fixing our eyes on Jesus, the pioneer, the perfecter of faith. For the joy set before him, he endured the cross, scorning its shame, and sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. Quran 7:54-58. Indeed, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and then established himself above the throne. He covered the night with the day, another night, chasing it rapidly. And he created the sun, the moon, and the stars, subjected by his command, unquestionable. His is the creation and the command. Blessed is Allah, Lord of the world. 58. And the good land is vegetation emerged by permission of its Lord, but that which is bad, nothing emerge except sparsely. With difficulty, thus do we diversify the signs for a people who are grateful. Quran 9:129. But if they turn away, say Allah is sufficient for me. There is no God but he. In him do I put my trust, and he is the Lord of the mighty throne. Quran 10:4. Verily, your Lord is Allah, who created the heavens and the earth in 6 periods. When he settled himself on the throne, he governed everything. There is no intercessor with him, save after his permission. That is Allah, your Lord, so worship him. Will you not then be admonished? Quran 13:2. It is Allah who erected the heavens without pillars that you can see. Then he established himself above the throne and made subject the sun and the moon, each running its course for a specified term. He arranged each matter. He detailed the signs that you may of the meeting with your Lord be certain. Quran 25. The most merciful, who is above the throne, established. Quran 23:86-116. Say, who is Lord of the 7 heavens and Lord of the great throne? 116. So exalt is Allah, the sovereign, the truth. There is no deity except him, Lord of the noble throne. Quran 32:4. It is Allah who created the heavens and the earth, and weather is between them in 6 days. Then he established himself above the throne. You have not besides him any protectors or any intercessors, so will you not be reminded. Quran 40:15. He is the exalted above all degrees, owner of the throne. He places the inspiration of his command upon whom he will, of his servants, to warn of the day of meeting. Quran 57:4. It is he who created the heavens and the earth in 6 days and then established himself above the throne. He knows what penetrates into the earth and what emerges from it, and what descended from the heavens and what ascended therein. And he is with you wherever you are, and Allah of what you do is seeing. Quran 85:15. Honorable owners of the throne. And Allah even has a kusir, chair, seat. Quran 2:55. So he sits as the Yahweh or El Elohim of the religion of Moses, and the El, father of Jesus Christ, of the religion of Paulism. Christians, their deities, have a seat someplace within all. 24. They even say their deity is in heaven, or, as in Mosesism, came down from heaven, Genesis 1:2, or Genesis 11:5-7, or Genesis 18:1-8, and many other places in the Old Testament, or as son of deities, Genesis 6:2, or as Adam himself, Luke 3:38, or as Jesus the Christ, called the Son of God, 25. And where is this God throne seat? Up in the heavens above, Genesis 21:17. God heard the boy crying, and the angel of God called to Hagar from heaven and said to her, "What is the matter, Hagar? Do not be afraid. God has heard the boy crying as he lies there." Deuteronomy 3:24. Sovereign Lord, you have begun to show to your servants your greatness, your strong hand, for what God is there in heaven or on earth, who can do the deeds and mighty works you do. Deuteronomy 4:39. Acknowledge and take to heart this day that the Lord is God in heaven, above and on earth, below. There is no other. Joshua 2:11. When we heard of it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage fell because of you. For the Lord, your God, is God in heaven, above and on earth below. Job 22:12. Is not God in the height of heaven? And see how lofty are the highest stars? Psalms 11:4. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord is on his heavenly throne. He observes everyone on earth. His eyes examine them. Matthew 6:9. This then is how you should pray. Our Father in heaven, hallowed be your name. Matthew 7:21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the ones who does the will of my Father who is in heaven. Quran 43:84. And it is Allah who is the only deity in the heavens and on the earth, the only deity, and he is the wise, the knowing. Quran 53:49. And that is it, he who is the Lord of Sirius. Quran 4:158. Rather Allah raised him to himself, and ever is Allah exalted in might and wise. So if the God of Mosesism, Jesusism, Mohammedism is on a seat, has a throne, is up in the sky, above or heaven, above or in anything or any place that says he is in, not all. He can be in, so he can be out. If their God is in any place or thing, then he must be smaller than whatever. Not, then he cannot be omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient. He cannot be there and here at the same time, as is clear by his own questions in the Bible, which birthed the Quran. This God asked, Genesis 3:9, where art thou? Genesis 3:11. Who told thee? Genesis 3:13. What is this? Genesis 4:6. Why art thou wroth? Genesis 4:9. Where is Abel thy brother? Genesis 4:10. What hast thou done? And on, this God of Abraham religion does not know all things, or see all things, or hear all things. He, as you read, has to ask. In fact, Genesis 11:5 says, and the Lord came down to see. So, he has to come down to planet Earth to see what the humans are doing in any one place and any one time. 26. The deity of the Bible and the Quran have no more power than Adam, Genesis 3:22, Exodus 7:1. They become like their God, Genesis 3:5. And as you read Genesis 3:22, Adam did become like one of them. 27. They are not all. Their gods are part of thee, or the all, the light of lights inside of Adamites. Their spirit, Genesis 2:7. No more. 28. Nuwaupians of Wu-Nuwaup. Now let us again speak in the all of all. 29. Thou present, all is not limited by space or time or matter. 30. In Wu-Nuwaup, we Nuwaupians know we are the all of all. 31. We are space, time, and matter. The 24%, which is black, dark matter, of this one universe move forward by the 76% of black, dark energy of this universe, carbon-based life of all living. 32. You are the black seed of all life. The original people on this planet are the source of all living beings. 33. They all come from the African black woman, maker, owner, mitochondrial of the planet Earth, mother of all humanoids, goddess of this universe. 34. They only have faith or belief, no one physical fact of the God they worship. 35. Until they come to realize what their last prophet said about a Pleiades star system, who came to him in upstate New York called Moroni as a bright, shining light. 36. And this was Prophet Joseph Smith of the white race of Mormons, sent to warn the whites, and they killed him. So their time is ended, and their last prophet and warner came, called the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, of Latter-day Saints, the white race, last hope. Jesus was the last prophet of Israelites. Muhammad was the last prophet of Ishmaelites. Joseph was the last prophet of Canaanites. And that concludes the reading. Any reread or question?
Rahul Bazamor.
Robert.
With the 24% of the universe being dark matter and 76% of the universe being dark energy, when we refer to Pa-Pa'ut, would Pa-Pa'ut be outside of the 76% and 24% dark matter and dark energy, or would that be in all?
Okay. When you're referring to dark matter or the all, the dark energy and the dark matter resides inside of all.
Okay. So all resides outside of it.
We wouldn't say that because all, right? When we have the concept all, that's inclusive of everything.
Everything.
Right? That's everything. So nothing is outside of that concept. Everything is inside of that concept because it wouldn't be all. You understand?
Tour.
We make up 24% of dark matter, and 76% of dark matter is dark energy. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying?
24% is black matter or dark matter, and 76 is dark energy. Correct.
Repeat that.
24% is dark matter, and 76% is dark energy, or black matter and black energy. Either way.
I thought it said it's doing. You're talking about percentages, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's 100% something in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
76% is dark energy.
Correct.
Okay. 24% is what we are made up of, based on what I'm hearing. 24%, we make 24% of dark matter, while the 76% is dark energy. Am I getting it right?
I'm going to read it again, and I'm explaining. It says, now, please let me depart to you that which is about you. You are 24%, the dark matter of the 100% of this one universe, expanding of the 76% of black energy. Expanding, right? Yeah, but you still, when it comes to us, right? When we talk about dark matter, both concepts is us. What you got to realize is this. We are made up of dark matter and dark energy. Both of them, right? When we talking about what people consider reality, right? If scientists now are saying 24%, they say 24% of the universe. This is how they teach it. 24% of the universe is dark matter. 76% is dark energy, right? When you add 24 plus 76, that's 100%. So the question is, what percent do we live right now is reality? There's no room for reality with that type of number. And when we add it up, because when you're looking at dark matter and dark energy, scientists don't know what it is. It's similar to having the ocean, right? Imagine the ocean is 75% of the planet, and we know nothing about it, right? Scientists are now saying that what they know of the universe is really nothing. they know nothing about it. Because when you add up dark matter and dark energy, that's everything. You know what I'm saying? So this little percent of what we think is real is not. It's like when the master teacher used to always say, it's only a dream. It's an illusion. Because we live in the mind of all. You know what I'm saying? That's right.
So my question is to the dark matter. When they say we dark matter, is that just referring to us as beings, or does it apply to the planets and the different galaxies, or the planets, different galaxies are dark energy? Like which is which?
You want to know the difference? Say the question again.
My question is, when you said that we are dark matter, are you referring to us as physical beings, or does dark matter apply to also planets as well, that being dark matter, and the suns and stars?
What you got to realize is that the master teacher always told us that we non-ether being, right?
Sure.
And what is non-ether? Combination of all existing gases of nature, right?
Sure.
So when you talking about non-ether now, he said, if it be possible to destroy us, it will be a star holocaust. Because what we make up, non-ether makes up everything in the universe, even the planets, even what people call the stars. That's why at one time he used to teach us that you are the sun, because the sun is made up of the elements that's in your body, right?
Sure.
So there is no real difference between us and the universe. Us and the universe is the same. You just have one on a macro level and one on a micro level. You know what I'm saying? Where us and the universe is one and the same.
Sure.
Rahabat.
Robert.
When he say we are dark matter, he's referring to the four gases and the one solid, like the hydrogen and the helium, and then the nitrogen and the oxygen, with carbon, the solid matter in the middle. And he's saying that's what we composed of as of dark energy. A dark matter, I mean, because it says there's hydrogen and helium, that's a gas on one side, and then you have carbon, which is a matter, and then you have nitrogen and oxygen, and he said that is the dark matter. So that's what we compose of, along with the 9 gases of the non-ether.
We compose of all of it, because this is the thing. When we start talking dark matter, what we're really talking about is before manifestation, right? However, because we link it to science, because these are scientific terms that scientists are using now, right? To make a life form exist on this planet, he gave us the 6 elements, right? That's hydrogen, helium, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, right? Those elements that he gave us, he giving you those to let you know that in order to start life, our form of life in this physical form on this planet, those were the base elements that was needed to give life on this planet. But dark energy, dark matter, those things are always or ever consistent. It always is there. And when you're looking at us as Nagaros, you're looking at us as, for instance, we're made up of these elements, right? But these elements, if they have to go backward in vibration, what I mean by that, anything that's in physical form is in a higher vibration level. That's why you can see, right? If the thing reverts back to a slower vibration, it gets to the point where you can't see. When scientists are able to perceive what's the first element, they go to the main height, right? But prior to that, what was the name? They
Going back to the 24% and then the 76%. Okay, could you say that this we, which is the black race, right? We are the 24% Negaro, right?
Okay.
Okay, so are we like, say we are sun heat genes, dark matter?
You asking if that's dark matter? Sun heat genes?
Yeah. Are
No.
we here growing into sun heat genes?
Sure.
We are. So we are like, say, dark, like how the sun have dark spots. Is it something, could we be like, in this universe, we like the dark spot in the universe?
I would say, based on a reading, we would be that dark matter in the universe and dark energy as well. Because you got to understand, is matter made up of energy?
Yeah.
Everything that's in physical
It's
form is matter, right?
Mm-hmm.
And behind the surface of that thing that you're looking at, there's energy that make it what it is.
Sure.
But when you're just looking at the surface, you can say it's just matter. But if anyone who knows how to speak, who knows anything about vibration, anything that exists has a vibrational level, right? So that vibrational level is an energy level, right? So dark matter and dark energy is the same but different because one is more physical than the other one. That's why one is called matter. Matter is something that you could touch right now, right? And one is just called energy because energy is something that you could feel, but you can't necessarily see it. You understand? Yes.
Okay. Based on what you've read, tell me if I'm overstated. You have dark matter, you have dark energy. Okay. On nothingness, right? Coming through to this side of things where there is light. Coming through to the sun. The sun is the grower. We are here. In order for us to manifest or be in this state of existence on this side, those elements that you read is what was required for us to be who we are today. And those elements, us being who we are, since we have everything amounts to 24, sector 24, 24 genomes, 24 miles, all the 24s. Therefore, in addition to that, 24% of dark matter is what we are made of based on our, how would you say, matrix? Or, you know what I'm trying to say, right?
Okay.
So, I'm getting it, yeah?
Yeah. The thing is this, let's not look at the numbers. We look at the numbers, 24 dark matter. But right now, if a scientist was here and say, how much percent of you are made up of dark matter? And you tell him 24%, he's going to laugh at you. Because they believe that it's not here, it's in space. You understand? So what we trying to do is like, with these readings, Baba is trying to get us connected, make us know that we are the universe. Their science field don't teach that we the universe. If you went to a scientist and say, what is dark matter? What is dark energy? You know what the answer is going to be? I don't know. That's what they're going to tell you. They don't know what it is. Now, the master teacher is letting us know now that this is the numbers, a percentage of dark matter, dark energy. Now, the dark matter is what they could perceive in space. There's things that they could perceive in space. Dark energy is there. How do they perceive it? They have to send something in space to see if they send a rocket in space and send some type of light and realize that space is warping the light, they saying, hey, there's energy there that we also can't see, but it can affect things. You understand? It's like, for instance, there's energy in music, right? A certain energy in music could move people, but could you see it? No, you can feel it, right? In the universe, you have dark energy. This dark energy is only seen when light is moving a certain area in space where they don't see anything there. So they look at a certain area in space and say, there's nothing there. That's what they believe, right? And then light goes by and it's pulled. They say, that's energy there. We don't know what it is, but because we can't go that far. Go ahead, ma'am. because it's necessary to know what they think when we teaching this type of information. One thing I'm here to do is when we get information that the master teacher give us, he always say, don't believe me, check it out. I will never be in an arena with people who go to college who teach this type of information and appear like I don't know what I'm talking about. I'll have to know what they're talking about and our doctrine. I understand that we are made up of dark energy, dark matter. That's the answer now. But in order to teach people, right? If I have to teach a Nagaro who was a scientist, he would look at you and when you're saying you're dark energy, and he been taught in the university that that's something in space. What are you talking about that you're dark energy? Now you got to bring it down to a level that he can understand. How are you dark energy? How are you dark matter? And the only way to break that down is say, okay, what is elements? Before the hydrogen atom, what was it? We know now it's quarks, it's biaps, it's zeddies. But prior to that, energy had to slow up in order to make what's called quarks. That gave birth to the hydrogen. So we're saying that non-ether is a combination of all existing gases of nature. Now, if you're a non-ether being, you're a combination of all existing gases of nature. And being a combination of all existing gases of nature, you are dark matter manifested physical. You understand? But on a gaseous level, Baba is telling us also what you are on a gaseous level, saying you're 9. Reason he tell you you're 9, he's saying that you're the highest point. That's the pinnacle. Nothing is higher than you. But does that disregard anybody else from being ethers too? Or made up of ethers? No. Everybody came from dark matter, dark energy. But they're not a combination of all existing gas of nature like the Nagaro. So being that we the all existing gas of nature, we will be at the pinnacle. And we will be that actual substance that makes up the whole universe. Something affects us. And like the master teacher would say, if you get rid of us, you'll see the whole universe destroyed. Because we are that magnetic attraction that keep the universe in order. Not the Caucasian, not the Dravidians, not the Asians. So what I'm saying is we have to learn it full circle. So we don't look like we're just saying something. We have to know what we're talking about.
My question is, with you said that you can't see the dark energy, but you know it's there, and we're dark matter, and that inside of us exists energy. So my question is, sometimes you deal with people and they give off a positive energy, and some other times you can be drained because they give off a negative energy. Is all that still dark energy?
All, this is the thing. Okay, dark energy is all, in all, right?
True.
Right? Everything is still a part of it. Yet, this the master teacher breaks down. So when you're dealing with ether, right? Because we still talking about dark energy when we're talking about ether. Ether, right, is a part of everything. It's what the Chinese people call chi. It's what the Indians call prana. We call it akak, right? This substance permeates all space, all. If we had to look at a water molecule is made up of 1 hydrogen, 2 oxygen, H2O, right? Now, if we had to dissect that water molecule, you would never find ether in it. However, it wouldn't exist if ether wasn't a part of it. So dark matter is the same thing. If they had to dissect your body right now, they're not going to find dark energy because they don't understand it. How can you find something that you don't know? You can't understand it. You never examine it. So we have a master teacher that's here letting us know, right? Because you always say, they tell you stuff like, how far is the planet from the sun? 93 billion miles away, right? How do they know? Did they measure? Do they have a measuring thing that could go that close to the sun and come back to the earth? No. But the master teacher said what you could do is reason from the unknown to the known made known. It's reasoning. You know what I'm saying? When you're on a level of reasoning, now you can look at people. Do everybody agree in the world that the first race on the planet is Africans? Everybody agree. If a person could be racist if they want to, but it's now a scientific fact that Africans are the first people. So that stands to reason that they was the first people that was created, or the first people that came from the creators that they believe in, right? They believe there's a God. The first people that's connected to that God will be us, right? So now, if you have to go back in energy form now, in a physical level, we will be the pinnacle of a race. We will be the race that's in the perfect form. Our women more so, but us as a race in general, we will be that pinnacle of what a being's supposed to be, right? And then as you go back through other races and going into energy form, you'll realize that on an energy level too, we would have the highest energy level, right? And then if you have to go from energy all the way down to the state of nothingness, and what they're calling dark energy, dark matter, because really dark energy and dark matter is nothingness to them, but it exists. It's like how the Master Teacher used to say, what is ether? The created state of what? Nothingness, right? Because it exists on the side of things where they can't calculate. So since they can't calculate, it's nothing. But nothingness is important to know that nothingness is something that they cannot calculate, right? So he's now taking us further and letting us know now, like, look, this is actually what it is. And like Galileo and many of the scientists of the past who said stuff like the earth was flat, and then another one came and said, no, it's round. So the person who said the world was round, you know what they did to him? Locked him up. He died. And after he died, right, from house arrest, later on they found out that he was correct. And they changed the whole thing and said, yo, the planet is round. You know what I'm saying? So like those people, the Master Teacher is doing the same thing. He's putting information out that's going to be confirmed. It's going to be confirmed later on, even though he's giving us it now. You know what I'm saying? Because scientists, like right now, I challenge you, go home and Google the top scientists. What is dark energy? What is dark matter? They all going to say, I don't know.
It's sort of like years ago when they confirmed the bones of Lucy, and then they confirmed older bones in Kenya-Pithecus, and I remember the Master Teacher said, well, the oldest bones they haven't found yet would be out of Uganda. Mm-hmm. But they haven't confirmed it yet. But he said it, I remember years ago he said that the oldest bones would have been from Uganda that they haven't found yet, but will find.
Mm-hmm. But what they did say, all scientists now are on the same page, and they all say now, what's the oldest race on the planet? They all say the Sand People. They all in agreement now.
True.
And the Sand People is Africans.
True.
Right? And even this, how the Master Teacher would teach stuff and let you know that other people come from animals, right? He would say, that's an animal. They don't have hair, they have fur, right? They have white scientists now who go on to the university and say, the only humans on the planet is Africans. White people saying it now. You know what I'm saying? When Baba was saying this years ago, and even now, they'll say you're a racist. But now white scientists are saying it. They saying the Africans don't have no trace of Cro-Magnon in them, because Cro-Magnon is the beast. And Neanderthal. You know what I'm saying? So now things are being confirmed. But these are things he'd been said years ago. So this is that type of thing that's happening right now. And that's the type of thing that's happening with dark energy and dark matter. They don't know what it is, but we do. Next time someone asks you what's dark energy, dark matter, I am.
True.
Yes. Quantum? Nah. When they talking about quantum or quantum physics, all they talking about is how the Master Teacher explained that quantum physics is infinite, right? That's the projection of the all, right? Why is the projection of the all? That's the closest they could get to trying to explain the all. Because quantum physics is confined. He's explained that it's confined in directions, up, down, left, and right. So it only could go but so far. You understand? He says, when you're dealing with all now, he said all is not confined. Baba said he comes from the all. He steps out the all and then give you information, right? And then he goes back into the all and wait for you to catch up. You understand? So he's giving us information because the all is no limits in all. It's truly what they consider infinite. You could go as far as you want in the all. In quantum physics, you can't go as far. It's a limitation. You only could go but so far because they think that they have mastered everything with quantum physics now, because all they're talking about is how atoms function on a subatomic level. And how they function on a subatomic level is what we talk about, meaning being able to time travel. When we talk about time traveling, the reason why time traveling, this is a concept of reasoning from the unknown to the known made known. As a scientist, do atoms time travel, right? If they're intelligent, they'll say, if you study an atom on a subatomic level, you can't tell where electron is at any one particular moment in time, because it could be here, there, and there, all at the same time, right? They also teach you that you could take one electron from here and take another one and put it million miles away, and whatever you do to this one will affect that one. This will be quantum entanglement. This is what Bob has been teaching us about the etheric core. There's a connection between the electrons that still enable, if you affect this electron, that electron is affected. Bob will teach us, well, whatever happened to Yah, right, here, your ancestors on the other side are affected on this side, because what? All is here. There, here, and where is all here. It's all in the same spot. So time, space, all that is concepts to use to differentiate existence, but it's all really the same thing. But they give you different names to say, okay, this is time, this is space. Even time. When you think about time, our ancestors, they surpassed time. Why I say that? Because they can tell you about time. The master teacher give us times and numbers only because it's a reference point for you. Like you say, oh, I have over 6 trillion years of information. That's a big number, right? But that number is to tell you that we have so much information. We are beyond Yah so far, because we are baby. Even though we are from the Neteru, we are baby compared to the ones who already did or had the experience that we're having right now. We are trying to get to the point where we could be those Neteru. That's why he would say you are Muntaru. You know what I'm saying? A Mundaru, right? Because one of the Neteru, because we supposed to be striving to become like them. That means we master things here so that we can go to the next level. But the thing is, everybody's not going to make it. Some people are going to come here all the time, and because it's things that we have to get over as mortals on this level. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yeah.
As you mentioned, 76 trillion years. That's just in reference to our universe, our time span in regards to the universe, right? So since we are factual in that respect, universally, because we can't really he can make mention, he can teach us about the other side, okay? But the mere fact that we are not aware of the other side, and we're speaking English, therefore, the description is sketchy, we got to deal with what we know or what we can perceive. And being that it's the universe, he just goes back and he says 76, but it's beyond that.
Well, this universe actually was not formed 76 trillion. That was, when you talk about 76 trillion, you're going all the way back to that original sun, Sol, right? Because this universe is about 24 billion years old. This particular one that we're in.
This one is 24?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can read it in the black book. But 76 trillion is going all the way to the black dot that he always talk about.
Right.
The black dot is where everything's supposed to have started, right? And when that black dot exploded, was because it was really a planet and a sun in the situation, and then that gave birth to galaxies. Yeah. Now, if you gave birth to billions of galaxies, we always talk about 19, because that's the ones that's referenced to our ancestors. 19 galaxies within our universe.
Right, but
you know
those galaxies within the universe, though, because you have, aren't all those galaxies that spun out from within a universe? Because you have omnis, you got dual, you got triverses. So we're dealing with all these different galaxies that emerged within one particular universe that we're talking about, the one that we are in.
Well, within our universe, right? Yeah. This universe that we live in,
yeah,
is 19 galaxies in this one. Right? And the 19 galaxies, we don't even know all of them, but that's what the master teacher taught us, is 19 in this one. Right. So then you have others, because universes is like blobs of suns, right? Like when you look at our galaxy, it's just a sun surrounded by planets within one solar system. Right. That's just one solar system. Then you have ones next door neighbors to us that also have suns, because when you're looking in the skies at nighttime and you see a star, if you can see it, that's in your universe. That's another solar system. You understand? And even planet Risk. The master teacher been saying planet Risk for years and saying there's a tri-solar system. Even that is being confirmed now, where scientists did find a tri-solar system, 3-sun solar system right now. You know what I'm saying? Things that they were saying that he was crazy for back then, once again, it's there now. Because risk is in this universe. You know what I'm saying? It's not in another universe, it's in this one. I just want to say these updates real fast. Announcements. Route back. All. We will be having Savior's Week this year, starting June 22nd to 26th. Please look out for emails and further announcement to come within the following week. Tawakum Yasar.